All right, so I'm gonna kind of like talk about the whole 2xKO situation, right? The whole 2xKO Riot thing, because I have a very funny history with 2xKO as a video game, right? Like I had a very, very funny like history with that game in particular, because I'll tell you this. I was a D1 hater whenever I found out that Riot bought Rising Thunder. And Rising Thunder, to those that don't know, was actually like a robot indie fighting game at the time, and I enjoyed it. But then development stopped and Riot bought the whole company, and I'm like, oh man, don't tell me that Riot's gonna make a League of Legends fighting game. That would be fucking cringe. Cause to know my background, I've always hated Riot Games for a long time. I used to be a League player. I stopped playing around 2015, 2016, I think. So I've been League of Legends sober, at least for the MOBA, for like about, 10, 11 years maybe, a long ass time, right? You know, I haven't touched that MOBA since then, and I still have yet to touch it, right? And I have my own reasons why I don't like it. You know, friend group get a little bit too invested and too aggressive with it. Community sucks. And also Riot as a company on how they handle things, right? Either just like the direction of the game balance or just how they run things as a company. My opinion on Riot has always been pretty negative, right? Very negative for the most part. Then when 2X was announced, I was one of the most insufferable people when it comes to my opinion on the game, because I have said this day one that Riot making a fighting game is a terrible idea, because I wouldn't trust Riot as a company to make a fighting game due to just how the company works, of design, balance philosophy and all that shit, right? Like no bueno, no effing bueno, you know, like I don't like this. I don't like the idea of Riot having a fighting game. It's like if you hired Epstein as your babysitter. It's not gonna go well, right? Like, it's not gonna go well. So over time, from like, you know, the initial announcement to more of the game and such, you know, and all that stuff, I think the thing that got me liking the game though a bit more was they finally add 2 cool characters for once. Look, Echo's a cool guy, though he's long after my time with League, so I don't really give a shit, right? You know, Ari, no shit, you know, that's the Gooner character people, you know, go to. Darius, I mean, it's him or Garen. I mean, that's like John League of Legends, basically, you know, that type of shit. Yasuo, I mean, yeah, that guy's popular and stuff, whatever. Braum is cool. Sure, that's neat. But I could name like a lot of other characters, right, that would have been cool in the game. I'm not the only person that is like, the roster sucks, because it does. Until Blitzcrank showed up. See, here's the thing. A lot of people want Set in as like the grappler character. Now again, this is a character long after I've played, so I have no clue what the fuck he does. I didn't want him in as the grappler. I want the grabbing robot from 2009 to show up. And hey, look, the grabbing robot from 2009 showed up. The grabbing robot is the grappler of the game. The crazy, right? And then I'm like, you know, I'll play this game when they put my guy in. I play Teemo. Yeah, I'm a very happy motherfucker. I'm a very happy camper seeing this little shithead in the game. And I'm like, you know what? I'll play it. I'll play it. Why not? It also doesn't help too that my girlfriend also gave me a beta key as well. And this is before we were dating too. She gave me a beta key so we can play together. And here's the thing. After that, that was actually a very, very fun time. That was a very, very fun time. And I start to realize, you know what? I actually really like 2X, actually. That's a fun game. And honestly, it is. Playing duos is a fun time. I like the mechanics and everything in the game, because I like overloaded game mechanics in a video game, right? Something for me to learn and understand things a bit better and whatnot. The system I think is really cool, right? And overall, I actually did like the game. I think the game is pretty fun, in my opinion. You know, I think it's very fun, and the fact that I can have my girlfriend as a duo partner as well while we play together on the same team, it's very nice. And the best part is that my girlfriend's not a piece of shit. She's actually pretty cool in team games. She doesn't blame people. She goes, nah, it's fine, we got this. Or, oh, we don't have this, but we'll get them next time. And I'm like, oh God, that is hot. So my opinion of the game actually turned out positive to where I'm like, you know, Riot, you actually made a good game for once. For once in your life, you actually did make a pretty cool game, in my opinion, right? That's cool. And on top of that, the developers of the game too is like part of the FGC. I'm part of the FGC. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, like, it's appealing to me, and I feel like it does appeal to me directly, right? That's really cool. I think it's very, very cool. But then some issues end up arising too, such as the character roster at launch. Only like 10 or 11 characters on launch for a game that has been developed for like 10 years, development hell, switching different modes and styles entirely. I mean, it's already a mess as is. And only having 10 characters for a 2v2 game where you do see the same type of teams too as well, where I feel like the balancing of the game early on is not really just overpowered characters per se, but the fact that there's not that many characters to do unique matchups and such, right? Like, I feel like there wouldn't be that much Echo and Yasuo at early on if it weren't for the fact that there wasn't a lot of characters, right? If there were more characters, that would have been completely fine. But then the character choices kind of suck ass. Like, the only ones that were really cool after the launch, I'm not including Warwick, I think I count him that. The only cool ones is like Thresh. Thresh is like the only cool one, and though this character is way off of my it's like I don't know this fucking character at all, and this is way after I've quit League. Samira, because that could be like the Dante character, kind of like a Marvel versus Capcom Dante thing, right? Plus my girlfriend wanted that character in here too as well. Supreme Kai of Time, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Check out the other platforms in the link in the bio as well. I would appreciate that. But yeah, no. Yeah, no, she really wanted Samira, and that's her most wanted. She got it, but that's the last character she's gonna get. Fuck. It's unfortunate. But yeah, and then more things kind of happened that is really weird, like the layoffs, which I was kind of hoping it was just a normal downsizing. Cause like downsizing in a, you know, industry when you're working for a company isn't exactly new, right? It's not like a new thing that has happened, right? So, I mean, even in other fighting games. So I was assuming that maybe it's like, it's gonna last, just it's gonna have less people working on it, and it's, you know, there's less people that work on these fighting games after launch, right? You know, that's what I'm hoping. It sucks that that's the case, but, you know, maybe the game will last about like a couple years, maybe. Who knows? Not even a whole year later, they're like, yeah, nah, we're good. We're gonna have to shut this game down. And that fucking sucks. And I can't help but feel there's lots of reasons. Of course, character roster. I mean, I wasn't interested until Blitzcrank Teemo was added in the game because, again, those are characters that I actually do kind of give a shit about. That's it, honestly. They needed more, like, Thresh was really cool. Who the fuck is Senna? I don't know. I thought Senna was like an original character for 2XKO. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, dog. Like, genuinely. Thresh, though, was a fucking slam dunk character pick. And I'm like, if you had more Threshes, I feel like you would have a different situation with your game, honestly, right? I know Ari is popular, but just imagine having, like, I don't know, Rumble or some shit. You can have a Tron Bond. That would be kind of sick, honestly, not gonna lie. Fuck your swimsuits. Like, come on, that would be kind of sick. But that's kind of what it is, actually. The name thing is funny. The name sucked ass, however...
Was Lucian not out when you played?
Lucian was out when I played. It's just, I'm not a lore nerd, okay? I mean, fucking Brian was like, Austin, that's Lucian's wife! And I'm like, Brian, do I give a fuck about League lore? Not really, I'm sorry. Like that's not a playable character. I don't give a shit. That wasn't a playable character at my time. Like Senna, I don't give a fuck, honestly. Like, I'm sorry, I play video games. I don't read books, bitch. I play video games, that's me, right? Like I just play video games, that's it. That's all I do. I just play game. He already still clad Sly as a Noxus Yordle in the card game. Fuck. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, like, yeah, no, like I actually, like, the Grosser just sucked. The other thing that is a big problem too is the button layout or the control scheme. I don't mind it personally, because I'm like, well, that's how the game is laid out and designed. Sure, fuck it, I'll just go with it. I don't, like I said, I'm not a fan of it personally either, but I got around it, but I'm not a fan of it, right? But there were people that aren't super into fighting games that played 2X, and they said, wow, the control scheme is kind of hard and stupid, despite not having motion inputs. So that's a big thing too as well, you know. As for the name though, the name is a little bit weird. The name is fucking stupid. However, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate the name. I think the name 2XKO is kind of cringe until you double KO somebody with a happy birthday. Then I go, ha, I get it. Okay, I'll let you slide with this one, but that's still a stupid name. No, what it is I'm an Under Night player. I love Under Night. That game has stupid fucking names, and they even kind of made a little jab at Under Night's naming scheme, right? They made a little jab at Under Night's naming scheme in like one of their articles, right? Like a month ago. And I'm gonna say this, Uni's naming scheme is so, it's not bad, it's just, it will confuse people, because when I was playing Unist, right? You know, when I was playing Unist, that game was called Uni-L, which was the version before. And then when Uniclear got out, people kept calling it Unist, which is before Clear. And now, even though we have Uni 2, some people still call it Unist or Clear, despite being called Uni 2. Not only that, but there was a Humble Bundle sale that happened like 2 months after Uni 2 got released. And Clear, which is Uni 1, was also on a sale, but they admitted that Uni 2 got discounted a bit too much because they thought they discounted Uni 1. So you would have been able to get like Uni 2 for $10 because they thought they were discounting Uni 1 due to its naming scheme. The name 2XKO fucking sucks as a name, but I feel like there's more things about that game that isn't just the name. I don't like team fight tactics. That doesn't seem like League of Legends sounding to me, and I don't fuck with League stuff, right? Like I would. Riftbound, I mean, Summoner's Rift, that's kind of it though, but like Arcane, that's a name. I didn't know it was a League thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just moving the fence, but maybe I'm just cherry picking. I don't know. I don't think the naming thing is what killed the game, in my opinion, despite other games having kind of weird naming conventions that literally confuse people that are selling things. Or like other projects that made me go, Arcane's a League thing? Because I don't know, like I don't know. There's just some things with like the name is a little weird, right? But yeah, but I feel like the biggest thing though to me of why I feel like the game failed is not really the game itself, but I really do feel like it's Riot as a company, genuinely, and also the game industry as a whole. I actually had a script written for a video about the layoffs that happened early this year when the game got launched, only for like 2 weeks, right? And I'm kind of glad I didn't like make the video fully because so much shit has happened to where that it's not even like a Riot thing, really. It's a game industry problem, right? Because Riot is a shitty company. Fuck Riot, right? Like we hate Riot. Riot's a terrible fucking company. I hate Riot. Riot's a bad company. But the thing is like, but the thing though to me, right, is how like I mentioned Riftbound. I wanted to get into Riftbound because I'm getting more into other TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh. I want to get more into Digimon too because my girlfriend wanted me to get more into it. And she likes Digimon as well. But the big one is that after hearing the news that 2X didn't even last for a whole fucking year, right? Like at all, you know what got me thinking? Why the fuck would I even want to participate in Riftbound if the company probably won't have enough faith for that game either? Cause what I'm seeing here, cause I don't fuck with other Riot stuff except for like League back in the day, like League of Legends back in the day and other things. Like I'm just learning about like, you know, the team fight tactics or Legends of Runeterra stuff being like sunsetted life support or whatnot, or like games that aren't really having that active development either or something like that. It's making me think like this is not a new thing that Riot has done. Like the only thing Riot has really actively support would be like League and I guess Valorant, right? Unless I'm wrong, I don't play Valorant. Yeah, no, like hearing that makes me think anything that isn't the MOBA or the Counter-Strike clone, I'm just not gonna fuck with anymore. No, seriously, like, why would I get into a project that is probably going to fucking get nuked, getting axed by the company that has no faith in it? Why would I put faith into something that the company itself would have no faith in, right? Do I sound wrong? Do I sound crazy for saying that, right? Because again, I would love to get into Riftbound, but after seeing the 2X like news, I'm not interested in Riftbound, not because fuck Riot, but also, what about a year later or 2 years later? That's gonna be gone too. What about that MMO? It's not gonna do WoW numbers. It's not gonna do FF14 numbers. That's gonna be gone, right? Am I sounding crazy? So, and it's all because of the game industry being so time demanding, volatile, expensive, etc. There's a whole can of worms when it comes to all that stuff. Like I said, it's not a Riot specific thing. Again, it's just, oh, we gotta make everything like Fortnite where retention is really big and important, right? You know, honestly, if it was like a $30 game or a $20 game, $40, you know, something like that, I think it would be in a better spot, maybe. On top of it also potentially like having better advertising, because I don't even think there was advertisements within League or Valorant either. So advertising it would have worked too. I don't know. It's really weird. That makes sense. I've heard similar about other companies for years. Yeah, no, exactly. Like again, I was gonna make a video on the Riot like layoffs with 2X whenever the game got half their team laid off, but then more shit going on with the game industry with how volatile and expensive things are getting. Fucking, you know, things are going digital, things are more, you know, demanding on your time and stuff like that. It's crazy. And Riot is just basically following that trend to where that it's a detriment. To now, again, why would I have faith in Riot's other properties or their other projects if they don't have faith in their other things, if they're not going to do Fortnite numbers or Street Fighter numbers even? Hell, I think even with Street Fighter numbers for 2X, they wouldn't be happy. And Street Fighter is good. Like, it's doing good. So, again, it really sucks of what happened with 2X, because I actually like that game. That game was pretty fun. That game was a fun time, and the thing that makes me really sad is, not only it's a fun game that would have had a lot of cool characters within, like, maybe 2 years. That's not gonna happen anymore. And plus, my girlfriend finally got her character, but it's the last character that is, like, that is gonna be added to the game. It's sad. It's really sad. It's sad. It really is. And the developers too. I hope the developers are able to find work afterwards. I like genuinely. The whole situation sucks. Again, fuck Riot, but also fuck the game industry, or at least the big AAA type. You indie guys though, you keep rocking. You indie guys keep rocking, because y'all are the life source of what makes this hobby fun and exciting. Seriously, y'all are the only bastions of fun left when it comes to the games. Seriously, thank y'all. But yeah, no, that's kind of how I felt about the whole Riot 2X situation. And it kind of leads more into like the industry itself, of how unsustainable it can be and such. It is very, very, it sucks and it's sad. It's really sad. Very, very sad stuff. All games are balancing active art to product, and when it's far into product, it shows. Yeah, it is. It's really sucked. They really are. There's some really cool, interesting games in the indie bubble. Yeah, true, exactly. But yeah, no, I really wish that game had like at least another year or two, right? Because I felt like it would have been really cool. But no, Riot's like, no, you're not doing Fortnite numbers. Fucking die. And I'm like, dude, can you let the game fucking breathe for a bit? Come on. And now I'm like, okay, I'm not interested in your TCG, because you're gonna kill that within a year if it's not going to do Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic numbers. Oh, or the MMO if it's not gonna do FF14 or WoW numbers. I have no faith in Riot. And the worst part is, despite my opinion of the game changing to a complete 180, my initial thoughts, I was right that it wouldn't last because of Riot. I hate that I'm right sometimes. I hate that I'm right sometimes. But yeah, no, that's it. That's basically it. Again, sorry for yapping. It's just that whole thing fucking sucks. It really sucks. It sucks balls, dog. God. And again, I hope the developers are able to find work too as well, because Cannon Brothers and the rest of the team, they made something fun. They made something very fun that I enjoyed. Of a fucking League Riot property. That's the crazy part. If you guys were able to make me like 180 my thoughts on that shit, like, you did something. And it's fun with my girlfriend too. It's the first thing that me and my girlfriend got into. So yeah, it sucks to see that. It really sucks to see that.